Well, Alan, you've got to think, why not look forward to this match?
Yeah, very much so. In fact, this is their 5th meeting at the Crucible, isn't it?
Frame
They
6.
played in the second round a couple of
break.
times, as well as those 2 finals, those 2 famous finals that JV mentioned. So they're quite used to seeing each other in the Crucible Theatre. I said at the interval, John, that Ali Carter, he played decent. It was a couple of little silly mistakes in the first 4 frames, but you knew that the form was there. Good to see him showing it in that last frame.
Yeah, excellent break. And there you see, just slightly ahead of Ronnie in the pot success, 92% against 90%. Ronnie catching that red much too thin. So it's Ali Carter, as in the last frame, gets first chance.
Talking about the techniques earlier, the style of play, I'll tell you what's actually different in their style. O'Sullivan's the kind of free-flowing sort of peacock style round the table, posing, looking at the crowd. Ali Carter's more a business-like approach, busy round the table, intense concentration at all times, steely-eyed. There's so many different ways of playing this game. On and off the table, the demeanour is different. You know, what does Ali play here? Looks like he's playing to avoid the reds. The screw, oh, clean as a whistle.
1.
Looking at the black, I'm sorry, at the blue, so he can get on that red that's just above the black. It would be the ideal ball to play on. I don't see the value in the cannon. Well, he played for that red, but he didn't want that cue ball so close to the cushion, because I don't think the black will go into
6.
the left corner. Can he play this to right middle and just avoid the kiss on the pink? Good solid pot once
7.
again. And once again you would think he'd be looking to try and get on that red. As we look at that, the red that's just to the left of the black from that shot. If he could get on that nicely, could pot that and remove the red that's to the left of the black as we look from this end. It's all about line and length. Well, he's not hard enough for that, so he's taking the opportunity to play for the outside red. It'll be tricky to get on a colour. Couldn't have struck it much better, I've got to
13.
be honest with you. He'd like to be straight on this green. If he is, and he must be, because he's getting down very quickly, to once again try and get on that red just above the black. Could have done with a new couple more rolls on the
16.
cue ball. He's on the red, but can he control the cannon on the red to the left of the black and get position?
Well, if anyone can, Ali can, because that silky, sweet cue action, smooth as you like, he can hold this cue ball.
70.
He actually just overhit it. Just had to hold a little bit of pace off it.
Yeah, because then that gives time for the backspin to take effect. And as Alan said, he just hit it too hard. He needed to cue it more than push the cue through firm. Anyway, he won't be getting any more, just looking for the safety.
Ali Carter 17.
And it's a decent one. Ronnie may have been very fortunate there. Yep. If he caught that blue a little bit fuller, this red would have been on.
Yeah, I actually like this. Look at the little reaction. Yeah, he's gone, oh, Ronnie, you're a fortunate boy there. But then his face changes and gets back to the shot in hand. I like that. He didn't dwell on it and played a good safety shot.
He'll be disappointed with that, Ronnie. He prides himself on the fact that when he does play safe to the balk end, he doesn't catch balk colours.
Half chance shot to nothing now. Probably getting the thin side cue ball behind green. Potential of being on brown should he knock it in. That's what he's played.
One.
That's as good as he could have hoped for. And he deserved it because this was a stunning pot. He's definitely the boss right now.
Now, can he cue past the black? I think he just about can.
5.
So it's a decent chance. Got in first in the last frame and made a marvellous break of 115.
Six.
Well, it just shows you.
Ali Carter 6.
Once again, missing a comparatively easy shot. One eye on the cannon, took his eye off the pot now. This is a gift of an opportunity for Ronnie. Comes to the table only 23 points behind, and well, it's nearly 25 minutes since he last had a chance to pot a ball, or potted a ball, shall we say. I think chance is the word, actually. I don't think he's had much of an opportunity.
Yeah, I kind of half suggested, didn't I, that mid-session interval, Ali Carter would have been looking to get into frames early, get in first.
8.
He didn't do that often enough in the first 4 frames. Well, he's been in first with that sparkling break to go 3-2 up. He's in first again there, but
9.
that blue was a sitter at this level.
Quietly, please.
It's the little silly mistakes that are the most important ones, it feels like.
Yeah, and it's the type of thing,
15.
you know as well as I do, Alan, if you set that blue up and said, right, here's £1,000 potted,
16.
there's no way in the world he would ever miss it. But he's just thinking about the cannon and how he wants to develop the reds, and he's developed the reds, but for his opponent. Ronnie now just 1 point behind.
22.
Quick glance at the scoreboard.
$23.
And now these remaining reds. If he gets them, he wins the frame and really punishes that mistake from Ali Carter. Still looking for another 36 points at this visit. Here's 6 of them coming up. With a glance at the scoreboard. He's working out if he can get
29.
past the winning line without having to play the red along the top cushion.
30.
So let's have a look. 14 points to lead, 3 reds, 3 blacks.
37.
Which is 24, would put him 38 points in front with 35 remaining.
38.
So he can do it without the red along the top cushion. Creating an angle there from nowhere, and that little rub on the red doesn't do any harm.
45.
He could afford a pink as well, off one of these 2 reds.
46.
Always thinking.
Yes, up there for thinking, down there for dancing. He's dancing round the table. Now Ronnie O'Sullivan after that mistake by Ali Carter, and it's going to cost him the frame,
53.
it looks likely.
54.
This black put him 38 points in front with just 35 remaining.
And you just know that he's in one of
61.
those unforgiving moods after that opening round victory over Stephen Maguire. I remember during that
62.
match it was 7-all. Stephen was 38 in front with 5 reds left, and I thought he pushed the boat out. He played one shot that I thought was questionable, and that was all she wrote. Ronnie just took the match away from him from there. So the
69.
smallest mistakes against O'Sullivan are magnified.
71.
Yeah, Ali sat there, can't look at the table at the moment. He'll be annoyed at missing that blue, particularly as he'd made
74.
115 in the previous frame and looked to be queuing well, and you felt, well, that chance could be a frame winner. But missing the blue
78.
and opening the reds. And Ronnie's made no mistake and never looked in any doubt that he was going to win the frame from here.
83.
Unfortunately, he's not a century on, but we've certainly seen quality snooker from both players.
89.
Once again, miss when you're in, and it's going to cost you. And it certainly cost Ali Carter there. And Ronnie O'Sullivan now levels the match. It's 3 frames all. So both players have left the arena, but we just reflect on that missed blue there, Alan, and it's one of them, it's close together. I can only think they maybe put a little bit of side on it or something.
Yeah, difficult to tell, but in playing the cannon, you take about 2% concentration off the pot, don't you? Maybe the black was putting him off just a hair, because it would only just go the blue, but even still, it was a sitter.
Yeah, and it certainly went well in, because it hit the left-hand jaw as he was looking. But of course, the problem was he missed the blue, but he got the cannon and left the balls perfect for Ronnie. Although they still needed getting, but the first few positional shots, once Ronnie got the black on its spot, there was an inevitability about him winning the frame.
Yeah, you could tell by Ali's reaction when they seen the blue missing. He just put his head down to the floor. He knew what was coming. He didn't even have to look at what he was leaving, because there's unwritten rules, you think, at the top level of this game. When you make those small mistakes, you are punished every single time, and especially against O'Sullivan.